What's going on, everybody? It's Big T with GreenWallSt.com back with another video. It is currently Monday, October 17th. Brand new start to the week, and it was pretty good. Pretty good start to the week. On Friday, after I uploaded the previous video, obviously on Thursday we had that major market move that happened. Went to the lows of the year, came back. I read a stat over the weekend. I don't want to butcher the statistic, but I want to say it was the 5th largest intraday swing and recovery from low to high for the S&P 500 ever, which typically is not a great, you might think that's a great thing, but those types of moves really only happen during like really tumultuous times. So probably not the best thing to see. And then Friday, we gave back about half the move, closed at the lows of the day, really ugly. And then now on Monday, of course, they've gapped the markets up. And, you know, that's typically how it goes. It's these bottoming kind of processes, whether it's longer term bottoms or short term bottoms, whatever, they are kind of choppy. And the whole job is to just throw traders off and, you know, make things look good certain days and then make them look terrible the next day and then turn around and reverse it, confuse everybody. And that's typically how things tend to shake out. But I think the real story of what happened on Friday and also today was this ILAG. So the market is moving quite a bit now. A lot of volatility in individual stocks. Things like ILAG on Friday had an absolutely massive move. The stock had been running for a while. Stock was running from $1.50 all the way up to $5, and whatever happened on Friday, I'm not even sure I can truly explain you know, the underlying reasons for why the stock made the move that it did, but saw some stuff on Twitter, saw some stuff on YouTube about you know, the way that people were trading these kind of Chinese pump and dump type stocks, and ILAG you know, ended up going from like 520 down to 420, lost $1 a share, and clearly a lot of people kind of piled into to that trade, and somebody got stuck, or a lot of people got stuck in it. And that's where you see these types of abnormal price moves, and the stock goes from 4 to 12 straight up until everybody gets liquidated out of their short positions, and then the stock came right back down all the way. And you know, that is terrible to see, but at the same time, these are the types of opportunities in the market that as a trader I'm really looking for. It's not the normal type price action I'm trying to take advantage of, it's the abnormal. And this ILAG on Friday was a little bit more abnormal than I typically like to trade. I like volatility. I don't like losing everything I own. So stuff like this I tend to just stay away from. But now on Monday, the stock is down, you know, 55%, and I actually did get a trade off on this. So had a decent day, up about $800 on the day thanks to this trade, and I have a live recording of the trade. So let's check it out. Okay, so ILAG, here is the setup. Again, like we talked about, clearly just a pump and dump type name. Went from 4 to 12 all the way back to 4 on Friday, and today we were down down even more. The stock is down, you know, 47%. So clearly the stock it's in a downtrend, right? Short term, the stock is in a downtrend, and what I was looking for was some sort of bounce. Just like in an uptrending stock, you know, you're buying the S&P 500, you want to buy the dips. In an uptrend, I am just shorting the bounces in a downtrend on a broken stock. So ILAG, that was the plan. And as we kind of bounced back into VWAP, you can see I shorted some at like 280 just in case we didn't get a bounce. But as you know, I waited for 10-15 minutes and it didn't continue lower, I just went ahead and covered it for break even, and I said, okay, let me wait for this bounce, which is just a better risk reward spot to get involved in the trade. And that's what I did. So we initially tried to make that push through VWAP, the volume weighted average price, and I put on about half of my position because I'm still thinking this could go a little bit higher. So I don't want to fully commit to the trade yet. Toughest thing about trading is the timing. If you're a little bit too early, especially with day trading, it's the difference in making and losing money on a trade. The same idea If you are 1 or 2 minutes too early or 1 or 2 minutes too late, that is the difference in losing money, making money, and missing the trade. So timing is everything. You can have the right bias on a stock, but if you're too early, you're too late. You're not going to make money. So if I commit full size into a trade, I want to be very confident. You're never certain, but I want to be very confident that my timing's good. And I just wasn't confident that this very first time it pops into VWAP that was going to be it. I wanted to give it room to dance a little bit. The way stocks move, like from going from point A to point B, that's already written, right? That is going to happen from point A to point B. But the way that it gets there, it's like trying to ride a bull, bro. It's like trying to ride a bull, and its entire job is to buck you off, right? Before it gets from A to B. It wants to shake you out. It wants to touch your pain points. It wants to scare you. It wants to spook you and do all these things. So trying to, that's all to say, that's why I didn't fully commit, because I want to give it room to dance a little bit. I want to ride the bull instead of letting the bull ride me. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, stock ends up bouncing a little bit more, and as we kind of hit that breakout attempt, that is where I go ahead and do commit more size to the trade. And I had a few more shares after I put on this next batch, but I wasn't unless the stock really tanked from there, I would have sized in everything and for more of a home run type trade. But like I've been talking about, bear market 2022, worst market, by lots of statistics and margins, one of the worst markets, definitely the worst market I've ever traded, but one of the worst markets of the last 50 years. And my goal is not to go over these home run type trades right now. There are market environments where that is necessary, but this is more about survival. And like I said, this is an $800 trade. Once again, not going to change your life or anything like that, but if you can come in, day out, and continue to execute on these trade opportunities, and don't try to do too much. Just take the easy trade, stay patient, wait for it to feel good. If most people would just wait for their trades to feel good and take the trades where you expect to win, like on a trade like this, I expect to be right. I do not expect ILAG to go from completely broken, reclaim the trend, and automatically turn bullish and stop everybody out after a day like Friday where everyone is scared to trade it. Because where you get those abnormal moves, like as a short seller, you get abnormal moves from everybody trading too aggressively. A whole lot of people have the same idea on a stock and everybody's using massive size. That is when people get squeezed out. That is when you get big abnormal moves. But after the big abnormal move comes, people trade differently. They look at a name like this and they say, hey, you see what that fucking thing did on Friday, dude? Like, no way I'm gonna trade that. And because of that, less people are involved in the trade. The people that are involved in the trade aren't gonna size up as much. And so there's a much lower probability chance that you're gonna get that abnormal move again, right? Because it already happened and everybody already got blown out. So they're not positioning the same way anymore. In order to get those abnormal moves, again, you need aggressive traders in there trading with a lot of size. And I just figured that wasn't going to be the case. So that's why I expected to win in this trade. I expected it to fail. So those are the types of trades that I like to take. So we kind of bounce back into that 350, 360 resistance, push through VWAP. It looks scary. It looks like it's going to squeeze, but it always does right before it shits the bed. So it took a little bit longer. Honestly, this trade didn't even really work out to its full potential. I was hoping we kind of fall down to that like 260 to 290 area, flush under 3, and give a good 50, 70 cent trade. Because I was probably risking around $4 a share. If it got to 4, I'd admit defeat, stop out, and look for the next trade. But instead, it ended up working okay. It probably made it to 60, 70% of what I felt was its full potential for me. But just stayed patient. Had right around a high 340s average, and stock ends up eventually flushing out and dying. You can see these things take a little bit. Okay, there we go. Finally, run some stops. You can see the volume at the bottom coming in, maybe, unless my camera is in the way. And anyway, you got some higher volume coming. So anybody that was buying over VWAP, they're now saying, oh shit, you know, it's not gonna squeeze, I'm gonna stop out. And really the other theme of this market, besides just you know, staying patient and taking these kind of small trades, is I'm trying to cover and take profits a little bit quicker, just because that's what's working right now in the market, at least for the types of stocks that I'm trading. It's like, you know, you nail a trade and you get that immediate kind of flush and you're up on the trade. That's it. A lot of times that's the only opportunity you have. So I'm trying to cover more and take profits a little bit quicker, even if that means I have a slightly worse risk reward in the trade. It's better than just watching every trade I take, you know, start to work, and then I stay patient and let your winners run, whatever the cliche bullshit is. And then you watch it reverse on you, and you know, comes all the way back. That was pretty much the theme of last week. So this week, just trying to stick to a plan of, you know, taking profits a little bit quicker, not scalping per se, but, you know, if I take a trade and I get that good flush, I'm booking most of it just to stay safe. So pretty good start to the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hope everybody's having a decent time trading in October. It's been, you know, tough for the overall markets, but as I've been saying the entire time this year, if you are in your 20s or 30s, even 40s, and you got a long time horizon, it quite literally does not get better than this. I mean, I personally have been praying for this since I started investing, and that's no joke. Like, you know, as asset prices and stock prices and real estate and everything is super high, it's great for your current portfolio. Yes, you love looking at it. But for your future returns, it's not. And 2022 has really flipped that on its head. Current portfolio performance, not great anymore, but who cares? We are investing for the future, right? And, you know, future expected returns are much higher now that the market has de-risked a lot and, you know, priced in a lot of the terrible stuff that we're seeing in the world. So just continuing the same plan, trying to trade well and roll those profits into safer, longer term investments. And I think that's the key, man. That's how we build a future. So once again, thank you all for tuning into the videos. Thank you for coming out to the weekly recap on Friday. Do appreciate y'all showing love and support for that. So if you're interested in joining Green Wall Street, link will be in the description below. Come and trade live with me every day. And if not, you just want to watch the videos, that's fine too. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will catch you right back here next time. If you did, I almost did my gaming outro, but I'll save that for the gaming video. I'm about to play some Warzone, I think. So check that out too. Optic Big Timer. I don't think that link's in the description, but I digress. See you in the next video. Peace out, everybody.